To this Belly Up media production. Some said we'd go belly up, so we made it our name. And we're still here.
The following announcement has been paid for by the Scoreboard Addict Podcast.
Hello and welcome to episode 26 of the Rasslin Addicts. I'm Matt, this is Sal, and we are on the Rhodes to WrestleMania. How is everybody doing?
What's going on? I can't wait for just get there, because it's just like, oh man, I just want to see how everything unfolds, how everything comes out, and it's an exciting time. The WrestleMania season is always an exciting time.
You know what? I agree. It is. I'm really excited for it. You know what? I've seen on the Twitter that some people don't feel that WrestleMania magic right now. You know, with some of the matches, they're not looking like WrestleMania-esque, but I mean,
come on, people.
It's not like WrestleMania. I feel like it's never. You don't always have those WrestleMania matches from top to bottom. Not every single match is going to scream WrestleMania, but the important ones do.
Coming from someone that attended WrestleMania 29, oh boy, that was a WrestleMania with not a lot of WrestleMania matches. Let's just put it that way. I mean, you had Brock and Triple H, you had Cena, and look at that, he's sitting on it.
This is the Kmart edition.
The Rock.
The real edition's down there, but I agree with you. You know, we both were there, you know, not together, but we both were there, and what, 3 matches maybe screamed WrestleMania?
Yeah, I think Punk and Taker stole the show for me on that one. Triple H and Brock, even though the match was all right, and Rock and Cena. I think right. I mean, the world title match in the middle of the show was Jack Swagger and then Alberto Del Rio. I mean, come on. If you had that today as a world title match at Mania, there'd be a lot of disappointed people, I think.
Yeah, I honestly forgot about that match, and Swagger, he was supposed to win, but he got pulled over with weed in the car, you know.
And then Ziggler didn't matter anyway because Ziggler cashed in the next night.
I think it happened the right way. I think if Ziggler cashed in on Swagger, it was still a pop moment, but like no one really cared about Swagger. So like,
for people to say that they don't feel WrestleMania magic really right now, you don't, with everything going on with the bloodline, with Cody and Roman, with even Seth and Logan and Austin Theory and Cena. I mean, what more do you want? That's why I say those people, like, what did you want?
You can't make everyone happy.
No.
And
never.
For me, it's there. Like, I'm excited for Mania. It's 2 nights. You know, I'm going to try to clean the fucking dungeon because I have a ton of wrestling figures everywhere. And, you know, I always get excited around this time. I like to decorate the room. But top to bottom, both nights,
Oh,
I want to say that to me, it's a solid card. It's evenly
yeah.
balanced, and you have Mysterios, you're gonna have
Yeah.
Dom versus Ray, and I mean, they're inducting Ray into the Hall of Fame, so you have to
Hmm.
figure that is this his swan song? Does he want to have his
No,
last match against his kid, or is he going to be an active Hall of Famer? Is that going to start to be the norm of things?
I think you're gonna see more of that being the norm. I heard some rumors that he was thinking about retiring after this, but it sounds like he's gonna stick around, which I hope so, because any wrestling roster have Rey Mysterio on. That's a big benefit. Everybody knows who he is. He's a big star,
Yeah.
and I hope. And relatively young. I mean, he's only 40 years old. I think he might even be. Yeah, he might be four. I think he's 4 years old. So he's got a few more years left in the tank. But they got to do something at the Hall of Fame with Conan. If Conan is inducting him, they got to have Dom come out and attack him or do something to build to this eventual match they're gonna have. If you told me a year ago that it's gonna be Dom Mysterio and Rey Mysterio and people are actually gonna be interested in it, I probably would have said, "Yeah, I don't think so." But
I
now it's all different now.
I am all on the Dominic Mysterio train.
I'll
All
tell you
aboard.
what,
All
it,
aboard.
he's come along. The promo still need a little bit of work. His in-ring action still needs a little bit of work, but not much. He's coming along great. I mean, like I said a year ago, I hated him. I just want anytime he would come on TV, I'd be like, okay, it's time to turn the TV off and watch something else. But now when he comes out and he's with Rhea and Finn and Priest, and it's like, okay, got to stick around and see what's gonna happen.
the the skits, the
Oh,
like the out of the
so good.
ring stuff during the holidays, the
Hmm.
restaurants, Valentine's Day. It's just it's perfect, and it's
Hmm.
really good. And you know what it's entertaining. That's the most important thing, regardless of what the second W stands for. The E in WWE is World Wrestling Entertainment, and
Yeah, and
that's what Dominic is. He's entertaining,
I
and
think a lot of people on social media get lost with that. It's just like they just want pro wrestling, pro wrestling. No, I didn't. You need stories, you need characters, you need personalities. If you just throw two guys in there and say, "Hey, go have a 5-star match," yeah, it's gonna be nice to watch, but at the end of the day, who's gonna care?
yeah,
That's what I say all the time. You need a story. That's you can't just throw two random guys in a ring and expect that people to care afterwards. You need a feud, you need angles, you need stuff like that to have people care, and that's what the Mysterios are doing right now. That's what the Bloodline is doing with Cody and Sammy and KO. It's just all coming together at once.
it it is, and you know that alone, the excitement of Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes for me, like that's selling.
Oh,
WrestleMania. I get it's 2 nights. Me personally, for night one, I would have the main event being the Usos versus KO and Sammy for the titles.
I would do it,
I
but I don't think they're
listen.
going to.
The society that we live in, to where we just hand out participation trophies or just hand things out for the sake of doing it and making other people happy. Just because there's 2 nights of WrestleMania doesn't mean the women have to main event one and the guys can main event the other.
This story has been going on for so long, and it's what's been selling out arenas and
Yeah,
viewership going up and interest going up and popularity. It just you have to have that be the main event. I'm not going to go crazy over it if it's Rhea and Charlotte, because I tell you what, that'll be they kind of heated that up on SmackDown a little bit,
they
but
did.
It'll be a great match. I wouldn't doubt it should be the match of the night, but you gotta have that tag team match be the main event. It just you put too much effort into it for it not to be the main event. But if they go the other route, I'm not I'm not gonna complain too much because it's two of the best women's wrestlers in the industry right now. I mean, I
Yeah.
can't, I can't knock Charlotte. I can't knock Rhea. Rhea's the biggest. I mean, you can argue she's one of the biggest stars on Raw. She's huge, but we'll see. I don't know. I'd like to see it be the tag team match, but if it isn't, oh well.
Story wise, I feel like it should be the tag match because
Yeah.
you're putting so much, you're investing so much time into that. It's on Raw, it's on SmackDown, it's all over social media. It's literally it's everywhere. The biggest story was not if Kevin Owens and Sammy are going to reunite. It's when are they going to reunite?
And they did it perfect.
Exactly, which is why I double down. You know what? Listen, I know that's the way it goes. Is if you're not last, you want to be first. Be the first match on the show, and nothing's wrong, with being the first match. I just don't want Rhea and Charlotte to main event because they're women. That shouldn't be the reason why they main event.
Yeah, I know.
Back at 35, WrestleMania 35, Seth and Brock could have main evented the show, but the story really wasn't there.
Yeah,
the women had the story. All that time and energy, all that, the money was invested into these three women. The brawls, that backstage segment where they got arrested and they were fighting in the cop car. There was so much leaded into that to where that was your bona fide main event. Kofi Kingston could have main evented WrestleMania. You don't think Kofi and Daniel Bryan, with how Vince was like, hey pal, you gotta grab this ring now, and he kept screwing Kofi. Kofi being the first real black WWE champion was important. That was a big 11-year journey. You had everyone in the back watching, cheering him on. That easily could have closed WrestleMania 35. But I think the women had that story was a tad better. First time ever, three humongous names: Ronda, Becky, Charlotte. Crazy. But right now,
I feel like it's because it's a two-nighter. It's just easy to say, okay, we'll have Rhea and Charlotte do night one, and then night two is the real main event. I mean, if we're being honest, that's the real main event of the show. It's Cody and Roman, but I don't know. For me, I would like to beat the tag team match, but they could do whatever they want. Make it work, I guess.
I agree. And to put a little pin in this for 1 second, for the first time ever, I could say, finally, the wife has made her debut appearance on the podcast. Come on in, honey. Come on in. Yeah, drop on them frowns. There she is.
She has made her debut. Hello.
She made her debut, and she's bringing me some McDonald's French fries, which are not sponsored by the podcast. But
yeah, no.
I had a long day, and I will be eating these while we talk. Thank you, sweetie. Appreciate it.
Welcome.
Bye.
So I agree that, that's probably why they're doing it, because it's 2 nights. Night 2 is the real main event. But for me, it's got to be story-wise. Story-wise, it should be. It should be the Bloodline. The Bloodline has dominated WWE TV for 2 whole years almost.
I don't want to see it end.
I don't want to see it end either.
I don't want to see it end, and I hope maybe it doesn't, because what are they going to do with Backlash? I just I'm
So
really curious to see what they go once Cody wins. But by the way, Cody's winning. To everybody's on Twitter saying, "Oh no, Roman's gonna retain." No, Cody is winning this. He's gonna hold up both belts, and just that's it. That's this. I can't believe people think a Roman is gonna win. I'm shocked.
I am one of those people.
Oh, Matt.
Listen, you are too close to the milestone of 1,000 days as champion.
Yeah, but that doesn't
Too
really
close.
matter.
I
1,000
think
doesn't matter.
it matters. The last time it
No.
was done, it was during the Hogan days.
Ah. Okay, but then you get to 1,000. You say, okay, we got to 1,000. What? You're gonna sacrifice Cody just for him to get 1,000?
Yeah.
No, I can't do that. I
think-
wouldn't do it. No.
What are you sacrificing, though?
The whole story.
He's not ready.
Oh, he's ready. You hear that crowd? He's ready.
Sorry, choking on a fry. You know what?
Well, give me your story. Why? Just because of the 1,000,
Yeah, that's
or is
it.
it more than that? Oh, okay.
No, I like Cody. Like, if they were 2 months away from 1,000, 3 months, I'd be like, oh, it's not even worth it. But literally 1 month after WrestleMania, it's 1,000 days.
I feel like you have Cody win, and then there's a better story with Roman losing. Then you could branch off. You could have, maybe some of the parts of the blood, like Cody said in his promo on Raw. You have some of the, bloodline turn on Roman. He loses the Usos. Maybe he starts a program with Solo. It can elevate him. Maybe Paul, kind of turns his back to Roman and goes back with Brock, which I wouldn't mind. But there's some you have Roman lose, you can branch off into so many different directions. Even though I would like to see the bloodline story continue, it could continue that way with them breaking up.
I think if Roman loses, you're not going to see him until SummerSlam.
Oh yeah,
I think he's going to be gone from now until August, and pick it up from there. The thing is that we really haven't seen this character of Roman without the title. Maybe a month. He
yeah.
Ever since he came back, a month later, he won at SummerSlam. He beat The Fiend and Braun Strowman, that triple threat. Has been champion ever since.
Completely forgot about that match. Oh my god, it's been that long.
I know. Wow. So where do you go from here with Roman? What happens after he loses? Because whether it's at Mania or Backlash or wherever, I mean, it's going to happen. He's eventually going to lose, but where does this Roman character go?
He has no tribe anymore. And he, maybe he starts something with Solo. They kind of teased it a little bit on Monday.
I saw that, yeah.
Yeah, they teased it a little bit. Maybe the Usos, maybe he does something with Jay. Maybe they have a feud again. You can go in a few different directions. Obviously, he's going to have a rematch with Cody at one point. Maybe that'll be SummerSlam. Maybe that'll be the main event of SummerSlam. It'd be the rematch with Cody.
Yeah, I can see that.
Because I think if Roman loses at Mania, he's not going to be. I don't think he's going to be seen until SummerSlam. So there you go. You have your main event for SummerSlam.
I agree.
He comes back, challenges Cody for the rematch. Boom. You don't really need to tell the story because the story's already there.
I like Cody chasing. Cody's not a bad chaser.
No, he's been really good. I'm curious to see how he is. He's going to be as champion in the face of the company. I think he's gonna be perfect. I think the crowd loves him. He's a star.
He
I
is.
mean, the Cody Rhodes of, in the 2010s in WWE and, when he first came in and he was tagging with Bob Holly and all this, it was, he was a mid-card guy at best. Then
Yeah.
he left, went to AEW, and he became a huge star. And here we are.
I think he was a huge star before AEW. Like
Oh, in the
he
indies,
he got
he
there,
was,
yeah.
yeah. Yeah, in
Yeah,
the
he got
indies he
himself
was.
over.
No, he definitely did in the indies, and even he went to Impact and Ring of Honor and stuff like that. He got himself over, but more people saw him on AEW. It was more of a, more viewers and more eyes on him, and then they turned on him. But like Roman said, you didn't get over in that company. But I don't know if it was really Cody's fault on that, but that's a
To
whole different show.
to talk about that promo from Monday, I like when they do stuff like that. I
Me
like
too.
when
It's real.
it is real. And I think maybe that's why I like that they never bring up AEW. Like
Yeah.
kind of back in the Attitude Era, like I'm watching now, they reference WCW, and WCW always reference WWE. And
Hmm.
yeah, when like on AEW, when MJF says, "Oh, 2024, the year of WWE, I'm gonna make all this." Like at first, like when they mentioned WWE, it would get
Mm.
popped. But like
Yeah.
when Punk would mention it when Punk would mention WWE without actually saying WWE, I like that better. Yes, it was the
Yeah.
same thing every week. I'm finally back in professional wrestling after 8. Listen, whatever. That's corny. But the way Roman did it, like you tried to start a company and couldn't get yourself over. That was great. You don't have to mention AEW because
No.
everybody knows it's AEW. So I like
Yeah.
that. It was so good that he didn't even have to mention it at all.
Yeah. It was. Roman is so good on the mic. I mean,
So much
I
better. So much better.
he's I. There's not many people that could touch him on a mic. Not many people that could touch Cody on a mic. Cody had a great comeback. I mean, that segment sold a lot of people a ticket that weren't fully invested yet. I mean, I don't know why you wouldn't be, but it sold the ticket. They just did great. I mean, Cody is such a good promo. I mean, the only person I could think of that's a better promo, or maybe in the same like level, would be MJF. MJF, I would maybe put in the same level as Cody and Roman. But other than that, there's not many other people I could do that.
No, and like I'm glad Roman ended up taking those acting classes a couple of years ago because
Oh, he's great.
he's on another level. You know what? He looks comfortable.
Mm,
It's like I don't know. I've never met him. I don't know how he is in person. I never really heard bad interactions when fans meet
no,
him, especially
no,
with how fans are acting now when they see wrestlers in the airports and whatever.
yeah,
But I feel like when, like Stone Cold says, this is him just amped up.
yeah,
Maybe this is how Roman is just amped up. And it's just for me, it's I when I see this Roman, I forget about the Shield. I forget about the big dog. I think
yeah.
of wow, this guy is on another level.
Feels
On
like a different
another
person.
level.
He's a
Yeah,
different person almost. It just him 5 years ago. I couldn't. I just he for me he was just a channel changer. I was just like this. I'm just not. He's good in the ring, but I'm not really into him
yeah.
now. Forget about it. I mean, if he's must watch TV, and it takes talent to go from being hated, like having that type of heat where people just want to turn the channel off,
X Pac
to
heat.
yeah, like just like ugh, channel changer. Just not that he wasn't good. He just his push wasn't good. It just Vince kind of just was shoving him down our throats, and we didn't want it. And now, I mean, this is perfect. Once they
Yeah,
put him with Heyman, once they put him with
that's it.
Heyman and the Usos, that's when that's when it got good.
When he wasn't corny,
Yeah.
I didn't want to say with him being a heel because I feel like he has the ability to be like those tweeners, like a Stone Cold,
Mm,
like an Orton. He could
yeah.
blur the lines to where you want to cheer him, but he's gonna do some fucked up shit too at the same time. And then you're like, oh,
Right.
but I love Roman. Roman's great. You know, so
Oh,
I feel
Roman
like he
is
could do that.
Roman for me, he goes up there with some of the top people. I mean, when you become box office, that's when it's big,
Yeah,
and he's
yeah.
box office. Not many people can say that.
No, not at all. And you know, whether it's The Rock or Cody or anyone, the match is going to be must see. And it's because of Roman. You want to see
Right.
him win. I want to see him win. You want to see him lose. But either way, all eyes are on him.
Oh my! Every he, he sells the tickets.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
mean, people just go. People are, WWE is so good at marketing that just the name WrestleMania, people are gonna buy a ticket. They don't really care what the matches are, but he sells the tickets.
I think they
He
sold
brings in the
out.
viewers. Yeah,
They sold out before anything was even mentioned or any
yeah.
matches were announced. So
That's how good they are at marketing.
WWE, people want to see it.
Hmm.
WWE WrestleMania, 2 nights. You got to go to both. You can't go to one. So
No, hey, I would take that over a 6 hour WrestleMania 35.
yeah, I can never do that again.
That was I sprinted towards the door before Becky even pinned Ronda with the 1, 2, 3. I said, "Okay, Becky won. Let's run to the car now."
I had they weren't floor seats, but I was like behind the floor area, and I every pay-per-view that I go to or like big event, I need the chair.
Right.
Obviously, you just saw the WrestleMania one from 29, but I needed a chair. So the match ends. It's like raining. It's cold. My
Yeah.
boys are ready to go. I'm like, shush, shush, please. And I was like, I gotta find me a chair. So I found some guy sold the chair, but it was a madhouse leaving there
Oh,
after all
it
that
was
time.
brutal.
Like
That's
one
the
in the
reason they went
morning.
to 2 nights. That's literally the reason they went to 2 nights was because of that show.
COVID helped too, which was
And yeah,
you know you don't hear that often, but COVID helped with WrestleMania being 2 nights and on a
hmm
Saturday, so
yeah,
that helps. Um, they speaking of WrestleMania and both nights, they added a couple of matches.
they did.
I I don't know if these are the matches people are seeing, and they're like, "Oh, this isn't WrestleMania like," but yeah, just get some people on the card, get something different,
Yeah.
and just shut up and enjoy it. Just enjoy it.
Well, no, Matt, you can't tell them to do that. You're gonna tell the IWC to enjoy something? No,
I
they
know.
they don't want to enjoy anything. They just want to
All I want to.
complain.
That's it. Oh, I gotta complain. Gotta go on Twitter. Oh, this tag team match shouldn't be on WrestleMania. Like, shut up. Just
Yeah,
enjoy it. Sit back, relax, and enjoy it. That's all.
clearly.
So the tag team match. Now, see, if they say the winner gets a title shot, do that.
Yeah, they're calling it a showcase match with 4 teams. I don't know, and I don't really know what that means. Like, why couldn't it just be a number one contenders match? But who? I don't really care if it gets people on the card. It's going to
Yeah.
be a great match. I think Street Profits, Viking Raiders, Braun and Ricochet. and Alpha Academy. Which I'll tell you what, you
Yeah.
put those 4 teams in there, they're gonna give you a great match. I mean, that's a match that you know what? I'd start the show with that match. I would start one of the nights with that match because it's just gonna be, you're just gonna have action nonstop. So that could be a good opener.
I agree. I think
I
that'd be
mean,
a great opener.
I could see it being the opener of like night 2 or something.
I would do that the opener of night 2, and then I think you open night 1 with Austin Theory and John Cena,
I don't know. Oh, well,
or Charlotte and Rhea. Let that start the show.
you know what they might open with? Just to with the crowd hot and to get the most they might open with Brock and Omos.
I could see that. I honestly almost forgot about that.
I could see it because if you put that if they put that at number 2, oh god, the crowd is just gonna there's crap on that one. That's you start off with that. The crowd's hot. The pyro just went off, and you see Brock Lesnar come out there. Oh, I don't know. Maybe they should do that. Yeah, get it out of the way.
It's a really good idea. It's a really good idea.
Get it out of the way. Just get it out of the way and have Brock F5 him, and let's call it a day.
Yeah. I like that.
Well, they have the women. They have that showcase for the women too, but I don't think we have. I think there's one team that's confirmed. I don't remember who. Is it Chelsea Green and Piper Niven?
I thought it was going to be Chelsea Green and Carmella.
Apparently, she's hurt. That's what I'm hearing.
Damn.
And she just got back.
Okay.
I don't know if she's hurt or just off TV or something. I have no idea. I saw something saying she was hurt.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think.
Oh, Raquel, that's right. I think Raquel and Liv Morgan are going to be in that.
Oh, yeah. Liv was champ for a couple of months last year. I would have liked to see something a little better for her than like a.
I know, but you have so many women's matches. I mean, you have a lot.
Yeah, you do.
You have Rhea and Charlotte, Bianca and Asuka, and you got the Damage Control with Becky and Trish and Lita, and I feel like I'm missing one. And you have the showcase match. So you got like 4 or 5 matches. Well, that's a lot.
Crazy that the tag titles won't be defended.
Yeah. Well, that might be another one. Maybe they do throw in. Maybe they have a doubleheader and they have they do a match of Ronda and Shayna. I don't know. Maybe they do that for night 2.
You think Lita could still go back to back?
Oh, I don't think back-to-back matches. I'm saying do one on night 1 and then one on night 2.
I don't know if Lita can handle that anymore. She looks pretty. Listen, I'm glad she's back. She's great to look at. Former, Attitude Era.
I mean, she's almost
Hall of Famer. I know. That's what I'm saying. Like she moves pretty slow. I don't want her to like. She doesn't scream extreme anymore.
Yeah, well, she's a Hall of Famer now. She's allowed to not scream.
That's
but
true.
I you know what? Maybe it's me. I'm a sucker for nostalgia. Anytime I have nostalgia, I'm just such a fan of nostalgia, and just to put it on the show. And I don't care. Lita could go in there and just roll around the ring. I don't really I don't care what she does. All I want to see is her make her entrance. Do the twist of fate, do the moonsault, and call it a night. I'll be satisfied, Lita, with that.
Okay. I mean,
Trish, I think Trish can still go. She's getting good shape. I mean, Lita's not in bad shape, but that Raw match wasn't too good. But
no, yeah, but Who knows? Who knows what could
Who
happen?
knows? Who knows?
What else? What other matches were just added? Was it just the 2 tag ones, or
Well, they put Gunther, Drew McIntyre, and Sheamus, which I cannot wait for. That might be. It's probably going to be my favorite match of either night. That's going to be incredible. I wonder if they're going to put the belt on Sheamus to make him a Grand Slam champion. Do they do that, or do they just continue this ride that Gunther's been on? I don't know. They could go either way with that one.
if Sheamus wins, he's gonna pin Drew. And at that point,
yeah, you can do that.
you can't have Gunther take this. Why
No.
do the triple threat? In my mind, why do the triple threat if you don't want to take the belt off Gunther and protect him? But at the same time, don't take it off him. I wouldn't.
I wouldn't take it off him. I wouldn't take it off him either, but if you're not going to pin him, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Because then all you can do, if you want a moment to have Sheamus you become a Grand Slam champion, new champion, and have him have his little moment, that's fine. He deserves it. He's had an unbelievable year. I mean, he has had some great matches this year, Sheamus. So,
banger after banger,
yeah,
after banger after banger.
and it's not wrong. They had the tagline's right. He really has been having a great year, but you can from that you can do Gunther and Sheamus. You could go Backlash. That could be and just have Sheamus drop it. You do that.
That is true.
Yeah, you could just, and that's how you create a new feud. You could just, okay, well, he didn't pin Gunther to win, so Gunther wants his title back, and you can do it at Backlash and have Sheamus drop it then.
I like that.
Yeah.
The best thing about this Mania is I feel like there's only one match that's really like a foregone conclusion. Like Charlotte's dropping the belt to Rhea. My opinion. That's definitely happening.
I hope so. If that doesn't happen, oh boy, I don't know. That'd be really puzzling for me if that doesn't. If she doesn't drop it, then okay. Then where are we going from here with Rhea and Charlotte? Where are we going? So
Judgment Day can't afford these losses.
Well, see, that's another thing. Who's winning with Finn and Edge? I don't know. I need another week to think about that one, because do you have Finn win? Do you have Edge win? Yeah, but Edge with the retirement rumors, and do you have Edge win his last WrestleMania match? I don't know. You go either way.
I don't think so. Even with the promo that Edge gave on Monday about the match, Hell in a Cell, Edge said he was christened by the Undertaker, in Hell in a Cell, and now Edge has been in a handful of Hell in a Cell matches, and if this is his last one, his last Mania, I feel like it's the Hell in a Cell could be like Finn's thing, like the demon. Even Edge said, I'm the devil, bring your demon. So, Edge is coming out to the Brood, to the Brood theme, and we're going to get Finn as the demon. And if that's, Edge's last WrestleMania, that's great.
Yeah.
Win or loss. Because he got lucky back in WrestleMania 26. Did he retire?
In 27 with Del Rio.
27. So, he retired as world champion. He got his swan song. He got his flowers. Yeah, he came back, massive pop. Pandemic probably ruined what was supposed to happen with everything with him.
It did. I think it really derailed things because, he had a great rivalry with Randy Orton. He had some good matches with Danielson. It just, the pandemic kind of ruined that. But I'm just hoping after Mania we can just be done with Edge and the Judgment Day. Like, let's move on. If Edge does only have like 5 months left, let's see some different matches. Let's see um, Edge and Gunther, or Edge and uh, even Logan Paul. I'd love to see a match with him and Logan Paul or something. Do something different after this.
I agree.
Edge and Cody.
Yeah, I think Cody even said he wants to work with Edge, but
Yeah.
you know what? Yeah, SmackDown in August is in Toronto. Whoop-de-doo. I don't think he's retiring.
I don't think so either, but you never know. It just, I to me, I think he goes a little longer. But then again, his contract's coming up soon, so is he gonna sign a new one? I hope so, but I don't know.
You could do a yearly deal, I feel, and then go
Yeah.
based off it that way.
Mhm.
But yeah, WrestleMania, it's week and a half away, right? Oh, just about, yeah.
That's it. I mean, that it's almost all set. I mean, other than Ray and Dom, which hasn't been official, but we know it's
Yeah.
happening. That's gonna probably be added. Um, Other than that, I can't even think of anything else that would be added. Maybe they put Gargano on there. I know he's doing some with NXT with Grayson Waller. Him and Waller having a pay-per-view match for the NXT stuff. So I don't know. I think that's it.
Yeah, I think so. And that's okay. It's a
I'm
loaded
fine with
card
that.
for 2 nights.
Yeah, and everybody's saying, "Oh, well, let's get everybody on the card." And everybody doesn't have to be in the card.
No,
It's
I
WrestleMania.
agree.
This isn't. Well, okay. Well, there's 2 nights now. Well, you still can't just put everybody on the card just to put them on the card. If you
Yeah,
want to have a
and
battle royal, then go ahead.
just because it's 2 nights doesn't mean both nights have to be 5 hours each night just to get everybody
No,
on there.
that was the point of the two. That was the point of the two shows. Is have like, separate them. 2.5 hours one night, 2.5 hours the other night, and call it a
Yeah,
day.
but Triple H is rumored to be having lots of surprises for the Monday after, for the
I
Raw
heard.
after Mania. So, you know what? Give us that instead. Give us just, don't overload the card. Don't oversaturate it on both nights, and let's just go small. And that's what he's been doing. It's been about the quality and not the quantity. And you know, ever since um, Clash at the Castle, not a lot of
Mm.
matches, and that's okay. That's really okay.
I don't need to watch a show that's 6 hours.
Me
I've
neither.
done
I don't
that.
have the attention span. I don't have
I've
the
done that
attention
with
span to it.
AEW. I've done it with AEW, and it's just like unbearable.
It's a lot.
By hour 3, you get wrestling fatigue.
Yeah. Start like looking at your phone, start getting up, walking around.
Yeah, it's just like, so this is perfect.
Yeah. But don't get up, don't walk around, because it is now time for the segment that you've all been waiting for. It is now time for the WrestleMania edition of Rasslin Trivia.
I got a lot out of the box.
Boom.
I must admit, I got a lot of out of the box questions. Well, maybe not. I don't know. We'll
All
see.
right, all right. We're going 5 questions each this time. The current standings have me at 5-1, Sal 3-3, and this is WrestleMania, so we're bumping up from 3 to 5,
Mm-hmm.
and let's get started. We don't have any intros or anything for it, so just do 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 do. There you go. I'll
Yeah.
throw some
We
Jeopardy
need Alex
tunes in
Trebek.
there.
We need Rook with his cue cards.
We do, but we need to make sure he would have the right answers because Davey Boy Smith is rolling over in his grave right now.
Wow, I forgot about that one.
Oh, very funny. All right, Rasslin Trivia time. Go ahead. You want to start it?
Okay, I'll start. All right. Well, it might be an easy one. Who did Kane defeat at WrestleMania 24?
WrestleMania 24. Was that Chavo?
Yeah, wow, you got it. Holy cow.
What
I thought that was like on a level of really hard question, but all right. Yeah, what a match, my God. They did that, and that was for the ECW title, too.
Yeah. It was like
That
11 seconds or something.
Yeah, that just goes to show you how Vince thought about ECW at the time.
And travel, probably.
Yeah.
Alrighty. At WrestleMania 18, there was a triple threat match for the WWE Women's Championship.
Oh,
Lita
no.
versus Trish versus who? I have multiple choice for you if you would like to use it, or
no. Wait a minute. I have two options here.
Okay.
Oh, it's either Jazz or Victoria.
Those are two of my multiple choice.
Oh man, what's the other one?
Ivory and Molly.
No, I don't think it was them. You know what? I'll go with Jazz. I feel like I remember her walking out.
You are correct.
Oh, okay, good. Because it was either her or Victoria. Because I remember a WrestleMania match with Victoria and Stevie Richards came out with her.
Oh,
I like Victoria.
I like Victoria too.
She
had a great theme song.
Both Nicki Minaj. That was Nicki Minaj that did her theme song.
Wait, no, I thought it was Wasn't it like TATU? All the things she said, running through my head, running through.
Oh
my
no,
head.
that was the other one. I'm thinking of the second one.
Yeah. Oh, really? I didn't know it was
Nicki
Minaj.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I gotta check that out.
Yep. Victoria should be in the Hall of Fame, by the way.
I agree. I
don't know why she's not, but she should be in there. All right, question 2. Who were the wrestlers who competed in the second Money in the Bank match at WrestleMania 22? There's 6 of them now.
Okay, WrestleMania 22. That was... Pretty sure that was Detroit.
Chicago.
That's okay. So Chicago. That's what I meant. Chicago. Obviously, because Punk was.
That was 20.
Punk was. He was holding the gun for Cena's entrance at 22.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Shit. It's WrestleMania 22.
Mm-hmm.
So this is how we're doing things. Okay. WrestleMania 22. 6 people.
Yep.
Jericho?
No.
Oh, already off to a bad start. All right.
He wasn't even in the company at that time.
22. Okay, so that's funny because I have a Money in the Bank question too for you. And that's actually my next one. It'll be funny if I don't even realize. No, that's not the same one. WrestleMania 22. That was in Chicago. Kennedy?
No, that was 23.
What? Oh man!
I knew this would be a hard one.
Who won? Okay. RVD.
Mm-hmm. He was the winner.
RVD.
Right.
Shelton Benjamin.
Mm-hmm.
RVD, Shelton Benjamin.
Yep.
Was that the one with Ric Flair?
Yeah. Yes. That was the one with Flair.
Matt Hardy.
Mm-hmm. You got two more.
Was Mark Henry in this one?
No, it was 25.
That was 25. Okay. Ric Flair, RVD, Matt Hardy. I forgot the other one I said. Ric Flair, RVD, Matt Hardy.
Shelton Benjamin.
Shelton Benjamin. Ain't no stopping me now. Well, this question's stumping me right now. Two more.
I'll give you a hint. One of them is still active. One of them, and the other one is like a backstage producer.
Backstage producer or an agent. Oh man, like I want to try to figure this out. Backstage producer or agent.
You give
up. I got it. I don't want to keep.
Right.
I don't want to waste too much time on it.
Well, you got Flair, you got RVD, you got Hardy, you got Benjamin. The last two, Bobby Lashley and Fit Finlay.
Bobby Lashley. That's right. That's
the
good.
Best part of that match was when Hardy suplexed Flair off the ladder, which was insane.
It's the only reason why I remembered Matt Hardy after I got
that spot. I want to know. They definitely convinced Flair at the bar to do that spot.
I could see Flair being the ones to suggest it, and you would have to convince Matt Hardy to do it.
I can't even believe that he was just Ric Flair was just thrown in a ladder match like that. That still doesn't. I don't understand that one, but
it doesn't sit right.
No.
Okay, so my question number 2 is also a Money in the Bank question. Edge was the first superstar to win Money in the Bank at WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
Who was the last?
Oh, like at WrestleMania, not
at
like
WrestleMania.
Okay.
No. Yeah, who was the last to win Money in the Bank at WrestleMania?
Oh man, I want to say they stopped it at 26. They didn't have one at 27.
I have options for you.
Okay, give me options.
Okay, CM Punk, Kennedy, RVD, or Jack Swagger?
Jack Swagger.
Final answer?
Yeah.
You are correct. Jack Swagger.
Was that 26?
Where it took him like forever to take it down? I think so.
He was the worst one.
Yeah.
The worst winner. They thought they had like something big with him, and boy, oh boy, did they not.
Yeah, that was completely wrong. So you got 2 right. Not bad, not bad.
Okay, number 3. Who did Big Show lose to at WrestleMania 21?
21?
Mm-hmm.
Was that Aki Bono, the sumo guy?
Yes! Yes! How did you get that? Wow, that was impressive.
Yes.
That was impressive. I didn't think anybody would get that one.
I have a lot of useless wrestling knowledge in my head.
Me too, but that even I forgot about that until I saw it on Twitter. I saw it on Twitter yesterday, and I was like, "Wow, I completely forgot that ever happened."
And you're like, "I'm writing this question down."
Yeah, I was like, "Yeah, that's a good question."
Question number 3 for me: Who left WrestleMania 9 as WWE champion?
Oh man, we're going real back. All right, WrestleMania 9. Oh, God, was that 10? They went to MSG.
Yeah.
It was 9 when they were in Caesars. I think so. Okay, so Hogan.
Yeah, Hogan.
Mm-hmm.
Hogan after Brett dropped
his
the
black
belt
eye.
to Yoko. Yeah.
Hogan with his black eye. Apparently, he got it from a boating accident.
Yeah, jet ski. A jet ski boating accident.
We'll believe that one. I'll believe that one. Sure.
So far, you got all 3 right. You may Booker T it and go 5-0.
Five times.
Uh-huh.
All right. Who won the Triple Threat Hardcore match at WrestleMania 17 for the Hardcore title?
That's gotta be Kane.
Man, wow. I thought that'd be harder because I had to, I like watching that match back. That whole pay-per-view I like watching back, but that was a good
Yeah.
hardcore match, but I never remember who won it. I every time I go watch it back, I'm like, "Who won this match?" I don't remember.
That's where Kane like jumped off the stage into that like big area. I
Yeah.
think he pinned Raven or something
Yeah,
after
he
Show was down
completely
there with
missed
him.
him. He dove into the thing and he completely missed Raven. He
Yeah.
still pinned him anyway.
The impact
Uh,
was so much.
yeah. Mhm.
Okay, so my question number 4, going back a little bit. At WrestleMania 14, the New Age Outlaws
Oh.
defended their tag titles against Chainsaw Charlie and Cactus Jack in what match type?
Oh, that easy dumpster match.
There you go.
I
Oh
love
wow,
that match. That's a good match. I love that match, the
it was a
dumpster
good
match.
match.
I hated that they called him Chainsaw Charlie. I wish they just called him Terry Funk.
I
But
know.
that was a office move. But that was a good match. I like watching that.
After 4 questions, I am 3-1, and you're 4-0.
Wow. Yeah, that
And
Money in the Bank one, that was a hard one.
threw me off. That was a good one. That was a good one.
All right, this is number 5. Last one.
All right.
True or false? We're going true or false.
Uh-oh.
The Boogeyman defeated Booker T at WrestleMania. True or false?
False.
That's true.
Damn it! Oh man!
Yep,
I
he
remember
did.
the match. I
Yep.
thought maybe Booker got like a schoolboy.
No,
Wow.
that's when they were pushing Boogeyman for I
Damn.
think he just debuted maybe like a few months before that, and they had Charmel. They had Charmel in the match too. That was a
Yeah.
horrible match, but yeah, he
Damn.
did.
That was his
I
boy. That was Booker's boy. They were friends.
yeah.
Before that, so I think that's why Booker was like, "Yeah, let's
I
do
tell
this."
you what, the gimmick was, it was preposterous, but he made a living out of it.
Yeah.
He's a Legends deal with the company now. He's still using the gimmick, so it
He's got a
worked.
he's got a cool action figure still. So
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
mean
it
it
actually
worked.
comes with worms, like a little
Yeah,
plastic thing of worms to put in his mouth.
yeah.
Wow. So after your 5, I'm 3-2. On
Ah,
my 5th one, you could go 5-0.
all
Let's
right.
see
Let's
it.
hear it.
At WrestleMania 25, Chris Jericho was in a 3-on-1 handicap match. Name the 3 Hall of Famers Jericho competed against.
Oh, I know 2 of them. Steamboat was one.
Yes.
Ricky Steamboat. Snuka.
Yes.
Jimmy Snuka. Oh God, what was the last one? Piper. Roddy Piper. No.
Congratulations. You just went 5-0.
Oh,
Woo!
go.
Not bad. You
I
crushed
was
it.
thinking, for some reason, I was thinking Slaughter, and then I said, nah, that doesn't make sense.
Damn.
I know Flair was on the outside for that. He was retired by then, though.
Yeah. And in a stunning, stunning turn of events, after Sal goes 5-0, and I go 3-2, the overall record for Rasslin Trivia is now the both of us with an 8-3 record. Whoa!
Wow.
Crazy.
There we go. Well,
Crazy.
next week we'll have to do the same thing.
Oh my! I thought my questions were like stump worthy. You
Mine were.
you
I thought
breezed
mine were
right
too.
through them.
I thought mine were too. I knew the Money in the Bank match would be hard, and the Boogeyman one, I thought it was 50-50 with that one. But
Yeah. Damn.
that Money in the Bank match, the one at WrestleMania 20, that was one of my favorites for some reason. I don't know why. It just was.
It was a good
Like
one.
it was a good one. 22. I think 23 was the best, but 22 was. I thought 22 was pretty good. 20 WrestleMania 20. I had 2 WrestleMania 22 questions. That is such an underrated WrestleMania.
Yeah,
I love going and watching that back. It's
I
not
like
talked
watching
about
them all
enough.
back.
I know.
You know what? A lot of them aren't talk. You know what? There's just so many now, and it's not a bad thing.
Mm-hmm.
There's just so
No.
many that it's so hard to keep track of it all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So next week we will run it back with a WrestleMania edition one more time.
Mm-hmm. Next week we have to do predictions too.
Yes, it's a big show next week. Big show.
Big show.
You know, no more fluff, no more nonsense. Next week's show, we're going to kick into our WrestleMania predictions, and we're going to do some WrestleMania trivia, and, you know, follow along. If you want to send us some of your questions, or if you want to join us on YouTube Live, you can partake in the trivia as well, and we will, you know, shout you out in our episodes. But that's all the time we have for today. Nice and short, hour long, and well, not nice and short, but an hour long. And you know, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. And before you know it, WrestleMania will be here. So just sit back, relax, and try to do something that wrestling fans have a lot of trouble doing. And that's just enjoy the show.
Please.
Enjoy the show.
I'm begging people to just enjoy things.
And go
enjoy
pick
it
up
while you have it.
Go pick up some Broken Skull IPA. I picked this up on St. Patrick's Day for the first time ever. Not a big fan of the IPA, but the American Ale or Lager, the American Ale Lager, very good, very good. But I'll tell you my Broken Skull story next time. Thanks everybody for joining. Take care and see you soon.
See you guys later.